2nd October 2023, Gangotri, 2 p.m. I and Self. The words I and Self though sound like meaning the same, but have a vast difference. To realize the Self, one has to let go of I. I is the body, and Self is the soul. I is the ego, and that ego makes us do unwanted actions. When a human being is lost in his ego, he is filled with false pride, ahankar, without realizing that this ego is just an outer shell which has to be broken to reach the seed inside. The seed inside is the self we call Atma or soul. Humans are so lost in this cycle of ego and I that they forget to realize or find out the real self. Nothing in this world is accomplished by I, it leads us to destruction. To realize true self, we have to surrender our ego. It is not easy to surrender ego also. It requires great mental strength. As Lord Krishna said to Arjuna, Arjun, everything evolves from me and in the end surrenders to me. In the same way, we need to realize that to understand our true self, we have to realize ourself, and that can only be done when we release our I, our ahankar. Reaching a stage where a human being realizes the true self is in itself a sadhana or a practice which involves great practice and patience. Even the saints sitting in the Himalayas don't realize self and are lost in their ahankar or I. And a human being sitting at home realizes his self. There are so many stories in our Vedas showing the greatest of the sages lost in their ego. I believe realizing self is the first step towards moksha, as a human being who realizes his self surrenders himself to the Creator. To sum up, as Maharishi Ramana said, when one surrenders one's ego either to God or Guru, one realizes the self. Om Namah Shivaya.